Good morning, students. I hope that you all are keeping well and healthy at home along with your parents. So today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter number 12, subject verb agreement. I, Bhavna Joshua, will take this class, and before we start this chapter, I want that first of all you should know the definition of verb. So, a verb is a word or group of words that is used to indicate that something happens or exists. For example, happen, be, do. These are the three examples of verb. Now, let's move on. In this unit, we will review some of the important rules for writing sentences so that the verb agrees with the subject. So, in this chapter, we will review some of the important rules for writing sentences so that the verb agrees with the subject. Now please see, subjects and verb have to agree in number. Always remember, subjects and verb have to agree in number. Singular number and plural number. Singular and plural subjects. Now we see that the verb changes depending on whether the subject is in the singular or plural. For example, our cat sleeps on our bed. Singular number. Now, with the plural number, our cats sleep on our bed. Here is one cat, singular number. Another sentence, cats are plural number. So, it means that the verb changes depending on whether the subject is singular or plural. Here you can see cat sleeps, and here you can see cats sleep. Next is, we must remember that the word that fall between the subject and the verb do not matter. They do not make a difference to this rule. So, whatever our sentence is, see, we must remember that the word that fall between the subject and the verb do not matter. They do not make a difference to this rule. So you can see in the first sentence, our cat who is very spoiled sleeps on our bed. So who is very spoiled falls between the subject and the verb sleeps. Cat and sleeps, it does not matter, because it do not make a difference to this rule. In the other sentence, please see with the plural number, our cats pampered as they are sleep on our bed. So, pampered as they are. With plural number, here the verb gets changed, but here the words that fall between the subject and the verb does not matter. Do not matter. Now, third sentence. Our white cat with a black tail has gone missing since yesterday. So, white cat. Cat singular number, has gone is the verb, and with a black tail is the sentence or words that fall between the subject and the verb doesn't matter. Now, are white cats plural number? Cats is plural number. Then with black tails have gone missing since yesterday. So plural number and have gone, here has gone and have gone. So the verb has changed with the singular number or plural number. I have already told you the verb changes depending on whether the subject is in the singular or plural. So with the plural cats, the verb has changed, have gone, but the words that fall between the subject and the verb do not matter, because they do not make difference to the rule. Now please come to subjects joined by and. The subjects that are joined by and. Now please see. When there are two subjects in a sentence joined by and, we use plural verb. So please remember that you should be very thorough with the rules of verb. So always remember, when there are two subjects in a sentence joined by and, we use a plural verb. For example, the goat and the hen are in the farmyard. So here are two subjects, the goat, the hen, and they are joined by the word and. So the verb is always in the plural verb. The verb is used here is plural. Now, Kumar and his family are at the mall. Kumar and his family. Kumar, his family is joined by and they are at the mall. So, the two subjects in a sentence which are joined by and, we always use the plural verb, that is are. Now see, however, if the two subjects joined by and are one thing or seen as one and the same thing, we use a singular verb. Remember, however, if the two subjects joined by and are one thing or seen as one and the same thing, we use a singular verb. So, fish and chips is my all-time favorite snack. So, here this is all-time favorite snack. So, fish and chips is a subject, two subjects joined by and here in between, but they are the same thing, one thing. Fish and chips are snack, just a one thing. So that is why we use a singular verb, that is. Snakes and ladder is a very enjoyable board game. Snakes and ladder. When we play snakes and ladder, you can see here in the picture, snakes and ladder is only a game. Here you can see it's a game and it is a one thing. It is seen as one and the same thing, but joined with and here we use the singular verb is. Snakes and ladders is a very enjoyable board game. Now let's move on. Now subjects joined by or. So now here students, subjects joined by or. When there are two subjects joined by or, we use a singular verb. Again, we will see that here when there are two subjects joined by or, we use singular verb. In the previous one also, when the two subjects joined by and one thing, they are one thing or seen as one, and same thing, they are singular verb. We use singular verb. Now second one also, the subject joined by or, we use singular verb. Now eating or drinking is not permitted inside the library. So two subjects joined by or. So here we have used the singular verb is. A tiger or leopard has attacked one of the farms. So a tiger, two subjects, leopard, two subjects, a tiger one and the leopard joined by or. So we have used here a singular form of verb has attacked one of the farms. Now let's see subjects with either, or, neither, nor, not only, but also. Now here subjects with either or, neither nor, not only, but also. See what we do. When both the subjects are joined by the words above are singular, the verb is singular. See, when both the subjects are joined by the words above are singular, the verb is singular. Please see the first example, either or. Either the father or the mother, both are singular. The both subjects are joined by the words here are singular, either or, and the father is also singular, mother is also counted as singular. Of the child has to be present. Here the verb is also singular. Either the father or the mother. So when the sentence is joined by or, here we use singular verb. Because when both the subjects joined by the words either or, both the sentences, both the subjects, so the verb used here is singular. Now, when both the subjects joined by the words above are plural, the verb is plural. Example, neither the birds nor the animals in the forest are safe from hunters. So here students, when both the subjects, see the birds, the animals are plural because there are one, means more than in number. There are more birds, more than one animal. So here neither the birds nor the animals in the forest are safe from hunters. So here we have used the verb plural because the subjects joined with the words with neither nor are plural. The birds, the animals. So that is why the verb here used is also plural. Now, when one subject is singular and other is plural, we use verb form of subject by proximity, that is based on which subject is closest to the verb. So now here when one subject is singular, other is plural, So it depends on the subject which is very close to the verb. That is, not only the Prime Minister but also the members of his cabinet are at the venue. So the members are very close to the verb. So here we will give priority to the members, not to the Prime Minister is a singular person and the members are the plural number. So here the members are plural. So the verb which is used here is plural because the members are closest to the verb are. Now, either the group leaders or the class monitor has to take responsibility for this. Now, here group leaders are plural and class monitor is singular. So, the class monitor is a singular person. So, here the verb which has been used here is singular because the subject is closest to the verb has and the priority will be given to the subject which is closest to the verb has. So, the class monitor is singular. So, the verb used here is singular. Now, see indefinite pronouns as subject. All of you know about pronouns. What is pronoun? The word which is used in the place or instead of a noun is called pronoun. So, remember, when we use indefinite pronouns as subjects like everyone, someone, everybody, somebody, no one, anyone, each one, either, neither, the verb is singular. So when you see any of these words in the sentence, definitely you should remember the verb will be singular with indefinite pronouns. Each one needs an umbrella. So here it has been written each one with the indefinite pronouns as subject. We always use a singular verb. Needs is a singular verb. Everyone understands the concept clearly. Everyone, indefinite pronoun as a subject. So we will use here the verb singular understands. Either route is okay. Either singular indefinite pronoun as subject. So either route is okay. We will use is. The verb is singular. Is. Now let's move on to collective nouns. Collective nouns. Collective nouns as subjects take singular verb. For example, a pride of lions is dozing in the sun. So here collective noun as a subject takes singular verb. So it is counted as one. So here singular verb has been used is. The battalion has its headquarter in Ambala. Battalion counted as singular. So here the verb used here is has and it is a singular verb. Next move on to special words. There are specific nouns like jeans, scissors, pants, shears, trousers, etc. which always take plural verbs. Always remember jeans, pants, scissors, shears, trousers, etc. which always take plural verbs. For example, these trousers are too tight for me. These trousers are a specific noun which take the plural verb are. These scissors are new. A specific nouns, and here we use the verb which is plural. On the other hand, these are nouns that always go with singular verb, though they seems plural. For example, news, mathematics, physics, gymnastics, athletics. So, the news is not good. So, these are these nouns that are always go with singular verb, though they seems to be plural, because the news is singular or might be many of the news are there. So that is why the news is singular, but it seems to be plural. So here we use the singular verb that is. Gymnastics at the Olympic is amazing to watch. Gymnastics, there are many type of gymnastics, many type of performances on gymnastics. So here, though it seems to be plural, but it is a singular noun, and here with the singular noun we use the singular verb that is. Next is measurements and time. We use singular verb with units of measurement or time. For example, 6 centimeters of rain is quite heavy. So, with measurements and time, we always use singular verb that is. 10 liters of petrol is all we have left. With measurement and time, we always use singular verb. Here with 6 centimeters is has been used, singular verb has been used, and 10 liter is has been used as a singular verb. Now, sentences that begin with there is. When a sentence begin with there is, or there was, or there are, or there were, the subjects come after the verb. In these instances, the verb agrees with the subjects that follows it. For example, there was a small shop at this corner long ago. So, a small shop. So, in these cases, the verb agrees with the subject that it follows. So, the verb comes first and the subjects come afterwards. In such cases, what we do? We use plural verb, that is was. So here the subject comes after the verb. In such cases we always use plural verb. For example, see the second example. There are problems that cannot be solved easily. So problems is the subject which comes after a verb. So in this instances, the verb agrees with the subject that follows it. For example, are is a plural verb. The verb are is plural. So this is all about subject verb agreement. Students, please go through the explanation of the chapter and sit with your book and then listen to the explanation carefully. Then only you will understand what is subject verb agreement. So I hope that you have understood this chapter, and please watch this video and I'll send you the exercises. Please do it, as I will type it on WhatsApp and give it to you. Thank you for the class.